And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy FlyIsland guy, and today we are back here in Narsarsuaq, Greenland, continuing our ferry leg of the CJ4 over to Europe. So the good news is that this will probably be the second last flight, or probably the last flight before we are officially in Europe. Let's bring in Navigraph here. Our next flight is going to take us over to Faroe Islands. I could have probably gone straight into some of the United Kingdom, but I'm just kind of curious as to what the Faroe Islands looks like and how it is there. So I think I'm just going to make a quick stop there first, and then we'll most likely head down into the United Kingdom and then start our on-air adventures over there. So, temperatures today here. Here in Greenland, it's currently 9 degrees C, partly cloudy. Winds are out of 290 at 3 knots, so definitely a nice calm day. Thankfully, Greenland and Newfoundland really kind of kept things breezy for us, so we haven't had to worry too much about weather. Outside of that, we are all good to go. Flight plan is already in. Checks for the most part have already been done, and we are ready to get the engine started and get out of here. So let's hop into the cockpit. Alright, got the AC blown just to keep the people cool in the back. How's everybody feeling back there? You guys doing? Well, there's nobody there, I guess, just me. But anyway, keep myself comfortable. Let's go ahead and turn the beacon on and start the right engine. While we're doing that, emergency lights on.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Standby display is on. And once we get the second engine started, we'll go ahead and just finish programming the flight computer. Well, the autopilot basically. So getting everything in our flight director, speeds, all that good stuff. It's going to be a relatively short taxi to the runway today, so I think I'll do the flight briefing for a change. Alright. Left engine started, let's get the right engine on. Just going to adjust the elevator trim here just to get it into the middle of the green. So just adjusting that guy there. Alright, so actually looking at our flight plan, this is what's going to happen once we reach Reykjavik in Iceland. Actually, I don't even think if I said that's where we're going today. We are going to Reykjavik in Iceland and have a bit of a funny approach, but I'll talk about that once we reach the approach part of things. Okay, both engines are started. Avionics fully on. Flight director can come on. Cruising altitude today is 39,000 feet. everything looks good. Get these guys on because I always forget to turn them on. So for the first time in a very long time, there won't be a beep when we start moving. And I think that is it. So we're departing runway 6 today. Actually, let me turn on that guy. That's terrain. Weather. Let's do terrain for now. And just double checking one thing here. I'm assuming you could actually choose present position. Select that. Okay, I'm not too sure if you could specifically choose above and below. We'll see. Alright, so I think I have everything set up. Alright, so let's get ready to move, folks. Turn this menu off. Alright, I'm just going to bring up the map for the airport over here on the left hand side where you guys can't see it. Alright, so runway 6 will require us to do like a right turn onto the runway. And then we'll do a left turn. Flaps. Preparation for takeoff. My sim has been so glitchy lately. I'm not sure what to do now. Tried a couple things that has not really helped the cause. But it is what it is. As I mentioned last time, this is a third-party scenery. This is not the default. So I actually love the texturing on the runway. It looks very, very real. I believe this is the way we landed last time. So I remember that boat there in the distance, and we came over this mountain. So it was pretty fun landing. Make sure you check out that video. We start to keep an eye on the terrain as we depart. But it looks like for the most part we're pretty much going to be heading straight out. And it looks like once again, well, I don't know if you've been given the wrong runway or what. According to this flag here, we have I don't know, it's more of a crosswind than a headwind. Okay. Line up straight on the runway. We're gonna have to do a bit of an aggressive climb. Just want to escape this terrain, or maybe we could just kind of fly straight ahead and follow the valley. The main thing is just to avoid this mountain when we take off. It shouldn't be an issue. Okay. All right. So we are good to go. Take off mode. Let's get this guy up here too. There we go. Alright, rotation speed is 97 knots. We'll get there like in a second. And rotates.
Airborne time log.
Goodbye, Narcissuac. Gear up. Alright. Gonna rise up a little bit. Gonna go to climb. Flaps up. Look at that. I'm gonna try and follow this little river valley. Looks like it might be iced over a little bit. It's not over speed though. I'm gonna go autopilot on, and we'll just do flight level change mode for now. See if you can see anything outside. We're pretty deep in the clouds now. Oh, there we go. So I'm just gonna try and enjoy the little view that we have for a second here. Awesome mountain view, river views on the way out. I'm loving it. Just dip the wing a little bit. So definitely seeing some, looks like there's some ice in the river, which kind of curious to see in August, but I mean, this is Iceland after all, so the temperatures are going to be a lot lower here than where we are, more southern. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go into heading forward mode. And let's level out. I'll do what I learned. I'm going to turn towards our flight plan. Let's increase our speed as well, 240. Landing lights were never on. We could bring our strobe on there. Hope we don't get dinged for that on here. We did not. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Alright, so from what I learned, as we talked about before, we can go ahead and turn on nav mode. And once it gets close enough, it should automatically activate and turn on course. There we go. So nav mode it's now active, and now it's turning onto the correct course. Definitely a lot of ice going on here, although it looks like jagged polygon ice. Not sure why it looks like that. And in the heat of the moment, I totally forgot to give my little passenger briefing. So I'm gonna act like I'm doing it now. So ladies and gentlemen, this is your Captain Felix Gilligan speaking from the flight deck. Currently we're at 21,000, climbing up towards 39,000 today. That's going to be our cruising altitude. Our estimated flight time en route will be about 1 hour 29 minutes. And the weather in where are we heading? Iceland. Weather in Iceland today is currently it is currently 11 degrees over there. It's overcast skies at 2,800 feet, scatter clouds at 1,900 feet. And winds are out of 200, not that you care about that, at 68 knots. So it's going to be a little breezy coming in. But what I will do for myself is check the trusty windy.com forecast, and let's see what's going on up in the skies. As usual, I was pulling into rain and thunder mode, and things are looking good in Reykjavik. Not too much going on over there. And it's right now saying the weather is currently 11 degrees, which is in line with what we saw. But yeah, should pretty much have smooth flying all the way. If you look around here in Iceland, it looks like there is a little bit of snow in the area. It's missed us though. We were kind of down here. So no snow over here, but definitely more snow in the east or the north side, which is expected, seeing as how high up things are. Just looking at what's going on elsewhere around the world, and just to show you how kind of accurate windy.com is, which is why I love it. So we all know that there is a hurricane that is heading towards the United States right now. I'm not even in the United States right now. I'm way away from the United States. So yeah, there's a hurricane right now that's heading towards the south of the United States. Definitely something that we have to watch out for there. And this time of year, there's always disturbances all throughout the Caribbean. So I'm going to probably be doing my next flight over there. So that's something that I really have to look out for. But hoping that things don't get too crazy over here. But this is a really powerful storm. It's expected to become a Category 4 before it actually makes landfall. So that's going to be a good amount of destruction that's going to be caused there. So let's send our prayers out to those people in the southern part of the United States, especially Alabama, Louisiana, those sort of areas. In fact, Louisiana's still kind of recovering from previous hurricane damage, and now they have another one on the way. So these places, especially like Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, these places normally get hit by hurricanes multiple times every hurricane season. But this one looks like it's a pretty strong one. In general though, hurricanes always tend to form out on the east coast and kind of move back west this way. Sometimes they'll form out here in the eastern Atlantic as well. Like, this would be something to watch out for right here. This could form into a hurricane as well. So I've been kind of seeing this stuff all my life, so I'm pretty familiar with it. But it's definitely something to watch out for. Anyways, we've kind of reached near our cruise altitude. So judging by the weather, I'm not expecting anything too crazy. When I get back, we'll be discussing our approach and landing in Iceland, and we'll see how things go. I realized I said Iceland before when I meant Greenland. I was getting too confused. But yeah, we'll see how things go kind of once we reach, once we get near to Iceland. Alright. This is your boy, FlyIsland guy. We're about to go kick back for the cruise portion, and as always, I'll be back when we are starting our descent into Reykjavik. Alright? Take care. Peace. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have started our descent into Reykjavik. Has been a pretty good flight overall, no real issues. Weather has been great. If you look straight ahead, this is the coastline of Reykjavik, pretty much wrapping around us. So I'm really excited to see how things look once we get a little bit closer. I'm just going to take a quick second just to check out the approach that we're taking today. It's a pretty interesting one, I think. So let me just look at the flight plan really quick. Sorry. Check load tuning error. Let me just fix that really quick. So localize it is 109.9. Pop into nav1. And it should fix the issue. Yep. Just picked it up. Okay, so pretty much this is our approach for today. Oops, sorry. Legs. So we're heading to Exanu and then Arcade. So essentially we're doing the ILS Yankee arrival. Oh, sorry, approach. And I was looking at the wrong one before. I was looking at the Zulu approach. But basically we're going to be heading to Exanu, this waypoint here. Now if we go back to the Yankee approach, it's Xnu should be out here. We're pretty much going to hit Xnu and then kind of head south-southwest down to this RK waypoint. Actually, this is a, I think, VOR on the NDB, not 100% sure. And then we're going to kind of turn northwest, and we're going to head up, and then we're going to do a DME arc, and then turn back towards final. So I was wondering why we had all these weird D waypoints inside here that were doing an arc. I should have known better. That's what it was. Alright, so let's take a quick zoom in a little bit so we can have a better look at the flight plan. So if we compare it, this is Xnu here, which is kind of around there. So Xnu down to RK, let's come this way, back up to the DME arc, which is right here, and then turning on to final. And at that point we'll be capturing the ILS and hopefully coming in for a pretty smooth landing. What I'm also going to do is tune our correct altimeter settings, which is 3021. So I really love these approaches. Just look amazing. The only thing I'm struggling with right now is just trying to figure out why is it so much like stutters going on. I feel like 1 second my frame rates are good, and then out the blue it starts stuttering again. And as I said, I've been kind of dealing with that since some update 5. But hope you guys bear with me. As I said, I am looking to get some new hardware sometime soon. I'm looking at a 3080 Ti. I've been seeing them like pop up here and there. They're just really expensive, and I've just never bought a video card that was more expensive than an actual computer. So yeah, I'm just a little worried about that. But I'm hoping like with a better card I'll get some increased performance. Let's take a quick look outside. Let's use our alternate wing view that I've set up, which is right here. And of course we start a turn. Let's go the other wing view. Oh, beautiful, man. This is Greenland down below, looking amazing. Iceland, I mean, gee, why did I get them mixed up? Iceland. I actually wonder what this particular city is right here. I'm trying to pull up a map. Iceland. Let's see. Actually, I think that is. I don't know. So you passed over. Looks like it's called Akranes. I think that's what it's called. Akranes. I cannot pronounce the name of these places. But anyway, let me focus. Alright, we're gonna go flaps 15 for the one time. Got some traffic kind of ahead of us and below us. See right there. And let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and make the passenger briefing that we are landing.
May I have your attention, please? We will be landing shortly. Please turn off all portable electronic devices, stow tables, secure luggage, and loose articles. Return your seat to the upright and outboard position. Extend your headrest and fasten your lap belt and shoulder harness. After landing, please remain in your seat with your lap belt and shoulder harness securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop in the parking area. Thank you.
Alright. And I'm just kind of imagining now that I have my face pressed against the window looking outside, which is something that I often do when we're landing. And if we look off to the left here, I believe that's Reykjavik. Right here on our left, which looks amazing. I think the airport should be nearby here as well. And the airport's off to our left. So it's right there. Just missed it. Okay, so now we're heading back. I'm gonna get a cool shot if I can before the turn ends. Alright. I managed to catch it just a little bit. Alright. Time for me to focus on flying. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is once we get to this last waypoint on the DMER, I'm gonna go into heading mode and also change our nav source to look 1. And activate approach mode as well. I think we should be good for the ILS landing at that point. I'm not going to go fully configured yet. Pretty much just waiting until we reach this waypoint here, because I think we're pretty much staying at 3,500 feet or above for the majority of this DME arc, and then after that we're supposed to go down to 2,800 feet at this last point here. This has been a pretty awesome, like, picturesque approach into Iceland, where we, just had a chance to see a couple cities on the way down, So Reykjavik and Akranes. Akranes. There's a ton of islands here. I have, well, a ton of cities. I just have no clue how to pronounce this. Like, look at this one. It's like HVALFJARO with a little squiggly thing over it. ARSVEIT. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm not even going to attempt to. So I think we're seeing Reykjavik again off to our right now. And please correct me below if I'm pronouncing it wrong. That's just how I've always pronounced it. That's how it looks to me. But I have no idea if that's how it's actually pronounced.
Altitude.
This might not be Reykjavik. What would this be? Man, I have no idea. I know, I think we're heading back towards actually I have no idea. Arctic's down below. I think we might be heading back towards Akranes again. I don't know. Struggling right now, folks. Alright. So right now we're just maintaining 3,800. Sorry, 3,500 feet. As we kind of go through the DME arc. And let's see, what's the course that I should put into heading mode? So 189. So let's do like 150. Around that. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go into heading mode.
Landing gear.
Full flaps.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Set the nav source to Loc 1 and activate approach mode. And let's see if this actually works, because I'm never 100% sure. I'm going to be a happy man. Should be good to go as far as I know. Okay, it's starting to line up. But I missed. It's crossing. It's crossing. altimeter picking up the wrong height as well. The variable speed. Gonna go down to 2800. Alright, I think everything's all good now. Loc 1 is active. Approach mode. Active. And we are capturing the glide slope as well. Alright, so all we have to worry about is making sure this bird gets down in one piece. Gonna try and get our speed down to our V approach speed, which is, I believe, about 103. Feels super slow in this aircraft. Alrighty, so pretty much all configured, folks. Flaps are down. We have our landing lights on. Can do is tune our missed approach altitude, which is 3,000 feet. Don't think we're going to need it, but we could put it in anyway. Got a little bit of a light crosswind from the right. What a beautiful approach, folks. This is the city of Reykjavik that I've heard so much about. My ex-girlfriend really wanted to come here, which seemed pretty random considering she was from the city, but from an island, I mean. But I get to say I came here first.
270 at 4 knots.
So a little high on approach. It's not a problem. Just let the aircraft guide us in. In fact, I will take over.
Autopilot.
High in the cockpit right now. So over the trees we go. And line up on the center line. float a little bit.
Landing time log.
Not the best landing. We're here though. Alright. I don't think I was in proper position. I gotta adjust my seat a little bit. Weird. A little high up. That would have been better. Alright, flaps up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful city of Reykjavik in Iceland. And this is technically going to be our last non-European stop before you reach Europe. I think Faroe Islands is considered part of Europe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright. Flight directives are off. Just doing a little slow cruise over here. Crossing the second runway. That would have been an interesting one. So, I'm not 100% sure where to park right now, so just gonna see what's open for us. I'm actually kind of curious. I wonder if this is the main terminal. One sec. So I'm just gonna pause for a quick second while I look around. Nope. I think this is the main terminal. Alright. Well, it is what it is. Let's find a place to park. You could park really close to whatever this plane is here that I'm always curious about. Alrighty. Beacons off.
Engine off time log. Flight is finished.
Don't know why I keep hitting this.
Monitored by on air.
I act like this is the first time I've flown this plane. Alright folks, so hope you guys enjoyed the flight, especially hope you enjoyed the approach. So it was really beautiful. I know you didn't enjoy the landing because that was horrible. But we are here in Iceland, folks, and I'm super excited to be able to get this flight done. And we're almost on the way to get this European tour started. So that's pretty much it for us here today. Do I have all my lights off? Yes. Awesome. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm still looking forward to the channel growing some more. Managed to blow past 100 subscribers, and I'm just looking to continue growing. So please, 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 like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you guys on the next video. We'll probably be somewhere in the Caribbean. So see you then. This is your boy FlyIsland Guy saying stay safe, and most of all, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.